ranking for Dune 2.
Oh, wait, hold on. Because I'm on such a high right now.
Yeah,
Of it. So it's just like,
so am I.
so it's like I want to give an honest one, you know.
Well, I mean, so we can do it now, and then when we do give our spoil.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Okay, review for Dune 2. 3, 2, 1.
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
I don't know about you, but I am still on an emotional high from last night watching Dune 2.
Dude,
It was a
lot.
It's a lot to process, and like obviously we're gonna talk about it here in a bit, but I'm still like in a I don't know how I feel.
You're
in
on
a way.
high, bro.
Yeah,
That's
like
all it
I'm
is.
still on a high about what we saw last night because I thought
I still feel like somewhat, not necessarily speechless, but I have that feeling. Even
That's
though I
what
can
I'm
like talk about it, but like I
Yeah.
just feel like, gosh, dude, like
I don't know. We saw Dune 2 last night, and I just, dude, it was. I mean, it held up to everything that we saw on TikTok and on social media.
yeah, was it worth skipping Friday Night Smackdown for?
Yeah, I would say so.
We
for
had
sure.
a 30-minute segment.
Yeah,
with the
we had to
Rock
go
and
home.
Roman.
Yeah, we had to go home, and so I literally got home, and then I had to catch up because.
Yeah.
So, what a world we're living in right now.
Yep.
Got a great movie, and then you actually have to go catch up on WWE because WWE is.
We were just saying a couple episodes ago that God, nothing in movies is popping right now,
Yeah.
bro. And now we got a big ass movie. coming
nothing
out.
was, and now something is. But anyways, we are here, episode 20, bro. We made it to 20
Here we go.
episodes of the Lame Guys podcast.
Episode 20.
Episode 20. I'm
XX.
Mario.
You know, like WrestleMania 20.
Yeah.
XX. I'm Vincent. My bad.
Yeah, we made it to episode 20, guys. It's been a fun ride. I'm enjoying it.
Same.
I just can't believe we're already at 20. We always said we need to make it past what that lady said. Remember in the video that
21.
she said podcasts usually don't make it past 21 episodes. So.
And to be honest, bro, we're going to get past.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we're already at 20. So I just think though we need to make it a plan to in the future. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I'm gonna move like different states or anything like that.
No.
So in the future, we need to be closer together. That way, we can do more things. I think.
Yeah, because right now it's about 45 minutes from both of us, right?
And so it's from both of us, and then if we're closer together, that opens the door to do so much more content
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I think we need to make it to go to later on, maybe like 20 minutes. You know, like that would be ideal. But because if we're gonna keep this going for a future, like we obviously need to expand more other than just podcast episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, it's been a fun ride. Do you want to start with? I spoke about a couple episodes ago. I want to do Lame Guy Wins of the Month. Is that what we're calling it, or?
Yeah. I think that's.
I mean, wins of the month. I mean, and if we take some L's sometimes, like we can bring it up on here. But just some things
Just
that we
admit it, you know.
Yeah, just some things that we feel like have been good to us this month, that we feel like have progressed us maybe in some sort of way. Do you want to start? Or you want me to?
Yeah, sure. Screw.
So you go.
Yeah, I'll do.
Okay.
My bad. So yeah, we got our tax return,
Yes.
and I definitely wanted to make a plan for it. Paid off 2 credit cards.
Nice. Yeah.
I still got another one to go, but nonetheless,
Hey, I mean, you have 2 paid off, bro.
I got 2 paid off or whatever. They're in the safe.
Yeah.
Don't touch them. Just emergency ones. I was debating, do I cut them up? Do I cancel it? But
No.
But Emily was like, keep them just in case.
Yeah,
She goes, they're emergency ones,
Yes.
but they're in the safe, out of sight, out of mind.
Okay.
Cool. So that's taken care of. I consider a win. Just, bro, any little thing that I told Emily or Elena, don't worry, I'll get that for you later. But then, checks just ain't hidden sometimes.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. With this tax return, I was able to go ahead and provide all the stuff, and I still have plenty of money left.
Nice.
So consider all those wins, honestly.
Yeah, that's good.
To be honest, I think that's really it. That's the biggest thing like I've honestly felt like good about.
Yeah, that's good. For me, same thing. Me and Teresa paid off a credit card that we had. You know me, I'm pretty good about not putting stuff on my credit card. And we put a vacation, and we had the money for it, but we didn't want to keep using like our savings to pay it off, so we were just gonna pay it off slowly. But then things start happening, and you put that on there, and then you put that on there, and then eventually it's just like a thing that keeps going. And
that's exactly.
And
what
I don't
want to
use my savings money to pay it all, and so yeah, we used our tax return money to pay it, and so it paid off, and it was good. And then I started studying for another exam, another certification for my IT stuff. Now I didn't study as much as I would like to, so I want to hold myself more accountable to that.
It's a little harder now.
Well, yeah, it's just harder, and then like I'm trying to edit, and then we have Jaden, and then we watched Oppenheimer this week, like, and I had to watch it in parts. That took up some of my night. So yeah, I want to be better about studying for it more. But and then hey, our TikTok account hit 6K likes, so I consider that a win.
Yeah, I mean, like we've always say, like these small little wins for some people that like are big content creators or anything like that.
6K is not
6K
a lot.
is
Yeah.
nothing to them, bro. They get that in likes.
Yeah.
and on one video.
I see some videos, dude, when I'm scrolling, and I just think like, God damn, 35,000 likes on one like there's. So.
Sometimes I think, bro, that video sucks. But no, it's just their.
No, yeah. So
audience.
we hit 6K, so that's a win in my book. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be nice, and our followers are almost at 200, I think, on TikTok.
And on YouTube.
Oh, are we?
I think we're
haven't checked YouTube.
175 subscribers now.
Yeah,
That's
that's great.
crazy.
That's great. If any though, it'd be nice if you guys watch our episodes and not just our short term content,
I think our most viewed episode is like 90 views.
which is pretty good.
It's very good, but
very
still,
good.
it's just like, damn.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if you guys watch our longer form content. But hey, I mean, any support we appreciate 100%. But yeah, 6K likes on TikTok is great. So
You were saying about paying off vacations with the tax return. Also, we have a trip in July. We're going to Colorado,
awesome.
and the idea was we're just going to save up for it, put money aside and do it. But then just budget wise, we're able to get the tax return
And use it.
just go ahead and use it for it, and out of sight, out of mind now.
Great.
Don't gotta think about
That's
it.
awesome, dude.
So yeah,
So yeah, hey, I mean, wins. This is a great way to like, and also hold us accountable. Like,
Yeah.
we have wins of the month. Maybe we can do it once a month, or
Yeah.
So and then
the
it'll
beginning
hold
of a month or whatever.
Yeah,
from this past.
and
yeah.
if you're bumming around for a month, you just realize like, okay, I gotta get some shit done to save for the wins of the month. So, but that's awesome, bro. Okay, so yeah, we saw Dune 2, and we have some news coming out too. You want to start with the news first?
Yeah, cool. Let's see. So this week we got the announcement that Thunderbolts is now filming Marvel's new movie. The Thunderbolts will have begun filming.
Are you excited for the Thunderbolt?
I'm iffy about it.
Same, yeah.
I'm iffy about
I mean,
it.
I'm just excited because it's a movie to go see.
I'm excited because it's a movie to go see. Florence Pugh's the one that said they have begun filming, so I'm excited to see Florence Pugh again. We technically saw her twice.
We
two
saw
different movies.
Well, we saw a lot of her too in Oppenheimer.
We saw a lot of her in
So,
Oppenheimer.
yeah.
Hey, guess what? Good job, bro. What you call it? Nonetheless, yeah, she said that they started filming on Thunderbolts, and it will release next year, along with Captain America, Brave New World, and
Yes.
Fantastic Four. So, am I excited? I'm iffy right now. I mean, just because I don't know much about the Thunderbolts. I don't know
either.
I mean, yes, they're all, characters from other movies and everything like that. So we're going to get Red Guardian. We're going to get Yelena, Black Widow's sister. Who else are we getting? U.S. Agent.
Yeah.
Bucky. They're all going to be
Red Hulk too. Did you already say that? Isn't he gonna be? Well,
I
what's
think
his face
he
is gonna be
may
in the movie.
I think he possibly will be in the movie. Oh, Sentry. We're going to get Sentry in the
Yeah.
movie too. So I don't know. Until I see some stuff, I'm getting more excited. But overall, I'm excited because it's a new Marvel movie.
Will it
coming
be
out.
better than the Suicide Squad movies? I know they're Marvel and DC, but it's the same concept.
I don't know. James Gunn made the second Suicide Squad movie, and that
was-
hit.
it was really good.
I say hit. Financially, it didn't hit, but it was very good.
Yeah, it was.
And we've both said we both like the first Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
People
I mean,
disagree.
bro. It just holds it. That was at the hype. That was at the hype of DC coming up, DCU. Like they had all these plans, and then that movie came out. I remember I was in Florida at the time, so we went to a movie theater in Florida.
Oh, that's right.
That to me, that's so cool. Going to another movie theater that you don't typically go to in another state, like to watch it. Just I remember that moment now.
I watched
like,
that movie, I think 3-4 times.
it just
in
has
theaters, yeah.
sentimental to me, like it, and so I know it's not a great movie, but I like it. So
We'll all discuss it one day, bro. Whenever, we'll discuss it one day when we do our DC rankings.
I mean, people, if people think we're crazy for liking the Suicide Squad movies, they're gonna think we're even crazier for when we list our Batman, our favorite Batman movies, because I love all the old Batman movies. So I mean, bro, I don't know.
Hey, people thought we were insane when we said about Christian Bale. Boy.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm okay about it. It's just a movie to go see. So I have no hype towards it.
Another thing we got announced. Did you watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mutant Mayhem?
Dude, I was gonna watch it on the cruise. Remember, I talked about it on the cruise and all the stuff that happened on the cruise. So no, I still haven't seen it. Is it on? I need to watch it. It's on
Paramount.
Stream. Okay, yeah, I need to watch it.
Oh no. Yeah, Paramount Plus. I was thinking, why did I say Peacock? But no,
I
it's
need to
on
watch it,
Paramount
though.
Plus. But yeah, so we just got. I mean, the first one successful. Audience really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I love the Ninja Turtles.
Do you
and
think
everything like that.
Across the Spider-Verse helped that?
Ooh, that's a good one. As far as just because like
Well,
another
so
superhero animated film.
let's say like Across the Spider-Verse didn't come out before it. Do you think it would have been as good, or it would have done as good? I don't know the numbers of it, but do you think it would have done as good, critically wise and like fan wise, if Across the Spider-Verse didn't come out before it? Because Across the Spider-Verse came out before it and it was great, right? And so then people are more willing to give like an animated superhero film a chance in a way. Like maybe I just look at it that way. Do you think that helped it? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't think it hurt it in any way. No. What I'm saying is, if it did either one of the two, it helped it.
Oh no, I'm not saying hurt it at all. I'm just saying, do you think it would have been as big as it was? Because I saw a lot of people loving the movie. I saw a lot of people talk about.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, yes, it helped it. I mean, it didn't hurt it. Like, it definitely helped it. I'm not going to say that's the sole purpose why it was successful, but the points you just made. People enjoyed Across the Spider-Verse, so they thought, you know what, that's another superhero movie coming out. I'm gonna go see it. It's another animated thing. I'm gonna go see it. Ninja Turtles is a big IP. Family movie, another animated movie. Those help. But yes, I mean, I never thought about it that way. So yes, I would say that. I'm sure it helped. But the release date will be October 9th, 2026. Still a little bit away.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm really happy with this.
No, I need to watch
one.
I need to watch the most recent one that came out.
Yeah, I love the Ninja Turtles or whatever. And I even showed Elena. I mean, she don't know nothing about nothing, but it's just animation and bright colors.
Right.
She watches it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we got the sequel for Mutant Mayhem coming out. I'm excited for it. All right. Another thing that happened as far as news, and this one, very excited for.
Right.
I feel like the shirt shows it. James Gunn decided to bless us with the new title, because it was Superman Legacy, but it will now be called Superman. The new movie title and the logo for Superman. I was about to say Legacy. Anyways, on social media, he decided to post, overjoyed to be announcing the start of principal photography on Superman today, February 29th, which happens to be, coincidentally and unplanned, Superman's birthday. When I finished the first draft of the script, I called the film Superman Legacy. By the time I locked in the final draft, it was clear the title was Superman. Making our way to you, July 2025. This is it, dude. There's no more. Is this movie actually going to go into production? Is this movie going to be made?
It's happening.
Who's going to be who in which roles? They now are filming this movie. That's incredible.
It's crazy. I mean, think about how long we've been waiting for another Superman movie, and to find, like, it's almost like I still don't believe it, because we've already been waiting for so long, So
we had obviously Henry Cavill play Superman in Man of Steel.
When was that? 2013? 12?
Oh, 13 maybe.
Okay.
So 2012, 2013. Man of Steel, then BVS, then Justice League, but the real one was Snyder Cut. So we only had him 3 times. Oh, I guess Black Adam. He showed up in a cameo, but that didn't help it or anything like that. I don't really consider that, Then James Gunn came in, take over DC Studios, or, made DC Studios, took over, said, we're done. DCEU is gone. We're going to start fresh, which, honestly, good idea. And we got David Cornsweet to play the new Man of Steel. We have our Lois Lane. We have our Jimmy Olsen. We have our Lex Luthor. We have our cast.
No, yeah. I mean, it's happening,
and it's just like, okay, like, all the pieces are moving into place. When's it going to start?
Yeah.
Finally started.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. Principal photography started on Superman's birthday. What a coincidence for that one. Did you see the logo?
I did. I don't know what to really think about it, because you just saw the logo, right? Like, you don't really see it in a suit form. I look like a darker shade of yellow almost. Am I if I'm remembering correctly, or it was like
it's just the lighting.
Maybe, yeah. It's just a picture that I saw, I think, was just like it's a different shade of yellow than that shirt.
Yeah,
for sure.
This is a lot more vibrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a darker, I felt like. Even the red almost was a darker red versus that red. So I'm excited. I mean, I feel like I need to see it on the suit to really get it.
I can't wait for us to get the suit. I can't wait for that. I have, who is it? What's his name? Rachel, I can't remember her last name, but she plays Lois Lane. Okay. And she was, I think, at the SAG Awards saying, wait for y'all to see the suit.
Jeez,
and I thought, bro, don't tease us like that.
I can't wait, bro.
I can't wait.
You think David Cornsweet, right?
David Cornsweet.
You think it's all him, or you think he's got a little padding in there? Or he's going to have it? Because wasn't Henry all him?
Henry, I think, was all him.
Yeah.
Well, I think for the first one, no. Actually, no. Yeah, I think it was all him for all of it.
Because he was bulk, bro.
Because in Man of Steel, he was big, but then in BVS, he was
He
huge,
was bulk, bro.
That dude was massive. And then especially whenever the dude have his shirt off, and you just go, yeah, that's Superman.
I mean,
all right.
obviously, I know David's gotten bigger, and I've been seeing that he's been working out. But I wonder if it'll be, and not that it even matters, anyways. But I just wonder if it'll be all him or if it'll be padded a little bit.
I don't know, but
because I'm pretty sure Shazam is padded. Henry Levi.
Zachary Levi in the first movie completely padded.
Yeah, completely padded.
And they definitely toned it down in the second
Right,
one. But yeah, the first one was completely
Yes,
padded.
I agree.
I like the logo. I can't wait to see the full suit. I have full faith in James Gunn and everything he's going to do. Let's see. The logo, straight up Kingdom Come Superman.
Yeah.
Straight up Kingdom Come. Now, does that have any like symbolic meaning behind it? Why is that like that crest of the S? Like, why? But Kingdom Come is a very specific type of story to where Superman's retired.
Mm-hmm.
You have certain league members trying to get him out of retirement to be Superman again. And that's the suit he wears with that, that certain crest. And this Superman, I think I saw on social media, he was James Gunn was interacting with a fan and saying that this Superman's already established. Now, is this like a year 1, year 2, year 3? I have no idea, but it will be early stages of Superman. Now, it just could be coincidentally, James Gunn looked at a whole bunch of different S's and said, I like that one. We're going to go with that. We're going to put our own little twist, own little colors, because in Kingdom Come, you have like the red with black. This one is classic, colors. So I'm very excited to see what we get.
Yeah, I'm excited to see.
I just really hope we get a full suit reveal later.
I thought we were going to get the full suit reveal.
Yeah, but just little teases. Just letting you know, hey, it's happening. We're starting. And Superman Legacy name change to just Superman makes sense.
Yeah, I don't
Makes
really
total
care
sense.
about that.
Yeah, and the first one with Christopher Reeves and everything like that, it was Superman the movie. This one, Superman.
That's it.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm excited. Can't wait for it to come out in
Yeah.
July. Can't get here quick enough.
I just hope Warner Brothers leaves James alone and lets him cook, bro. That's all. That's all I want. I just hope that they leave him alone and let him cook.
Well, I think that's why they hired. So I think that's why they hired him and Peter Safran, because Peter Safran will deal with the whole logistics, the politics, and like the studio side of it. James will just do creative stuff, and he'll make that plan and just have fun, just go. And I think that's what's going to happen.
I hope so.
I don't know. I have faith in David Zaslav, who is now the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery. I have faith, and Peter Safran and James Gunn. I really have faith in what they're going to do, and I can't wait to see what this DC universe looks like. It's time for DC to get some wins. For us,
bro, it's been fucking time.
Well, yeah, but for us, like, we have enjoyed the movies and everything like that, but obviously the general movie audience does not like these movies. They gave up on DC. Now, it sucks that this will be the first movie to try to win people over. It's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard.
No, well, I mean, we talked about it before. I mean, I think we said that we didn't think it was going to hit $1 billion, right? Or
I said I don't think it's going to hit $1 billion.
Yeah, I don't
And
remember
it doesn't
if I
need
said
to.
it was or not. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't need to for sure, because you're right. We a lot of times now we just find ourselves judging if it hits $1 billion or not. But I guess I just look at how legendary a character like Superman is.
No, 100%.
And I just feel like easily it should hit $1 billion. But you're right. Like DC, I think people just lost. They need to get that trust back. Like I'm even in that group. Like I'm still gonna go watch the movie, but I need to get the trust back.
If I can remember correctly, Man of Steel made 600 something million,
which is good.
Which is good for like if you're starting
it's crazy
a whole.
Aquaman hit $1 billion,
Yeah, but it's also one like so. I think it's the same thing that we talked about with Deadpool, and maybe the same thing we discussed with Captain America, the Sam Wilson one. Yeah, it can make a certain amount of money, but if word of mouth is saying this movie is amazing, it will reach that $1 billion mark. So Man of Steel reached 600 million. If it would have been perceived well by everyone, it would have been an easy $1 billion.
Yeah.
It wasn't, sadly. For us, we loved it. I remember seeing it at the Harbor in Rockwall first time. I astonished, dude. I loved Man of Steel so much. So this one, yeah, it can get up there north of 500. It just has to be good. That's just it. Same thing we said about Captain America. It just has to be good. And if it hits, boy, here we go. Full steam ahead.
Yeah.
Full steam ahead. I can't wait.
It's the next DC movie, correct?
That is hard. Yes, because I think Commander Creatures or Creature Commanders, whatever, is going to be an animated thing.
Okay, so next live action movie. So the last one we got was Aquaman, and then the next one is Super. Yeah, see, I hope in between the time people are willing to give it a chance, because that's at the end of the day, that's what matters. People just have to go to the movies to see it.
Yes,
that's the thing that we need to. People just have to go to the
streaming
movies.
service killed a lot of stuff with the whole same day. Like, not other streaming service. HBO killed that whole thing where everyone just goes, bro, it's going to come out the same day as the theater. We're just going to stay
I see
home.
in the tweet, even Dune 2, I think in a few months is going to be on Max or something like that.
Ridiculous.
That's
Ridiculous.
That's a stupid
How did they
decision.
not learn from
It's a
their
dumb
mistake?
decision.
Now, how true is that? I have no idea.
I didn't fact check
I need
it
to look
either, but-
more into that one. But yes, people just need to go back to the
Yeah,
movies.
I hope that people actually just go give it a chance. That's all I'm asking. Cause
All I know is we're going to be there.
yeah, I mean, we're gonna be
And
there.
we're going to be on here talking about it.
Yeah.
So let's just see how that goes. You want to get into Oppenheimer or you want to get into Dune?
I say let's do Dune because we're not gonna spoil it, so it'll be short.
Okay, yeah, so-
Oppenheimer.
We saw Dune last night, Dune 2. This will be our spoiler-free review. We did
It just
out of
sucks because I wish we could talk about it fully.
Yeah,
but
I know.
it just came out literally like 2 days ago.
So we did our out of theater reaction. If you follow us on social, you would have saw that already. It's believe the hype.
Yeah,
Believe the hype.
It's just I'm trying to think of if this puts it into perspective. I'm trying to think of. There's been a lot of movies that I've seen at the movie theaters that were really great. Like even last year. Last year I felt like was a great year for movies. Last year big wins for me were Spider-Verse. I thought that was amazing. I love the Godzilla movie, the Japanese one. -1. That one was amazing. Now we didn't go see Oppenheimer. I'm sure that would have been added to our list if we went and saw it. So there are other movies that have been great in the movie theater. I'm trying to think of the last movie that was this grand,
The scale.
the scale of how big this was. Like I told you out of the theater, I felt like it was Game of Thrones on steroids.
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
Like,
And
so
people are saying it's like Lord of the Rings again.
So I was gonna say I thought about it when I was thinking about it while I was watching the movie. I guess Lord of the Rings probably was there. I didn't go watch it at the movie theater, so I
Neither
guess
did I.
the only compatible thing would be Lord of the Rings. So yeah, I'm trying to think of because I'm trying to put it into words because for people who still haven't seen it, bro, this movie because we even saw it in
XD.
Cinemark's XD, right? Everyone's saying you need to see it in IMAX, this and that. The theater the screen size plays a part, but just the movie as a whole, like how big it feels. I don't know another movie that I've seen. I get that I can think of at least right now that felt that big to me. Maybe Oppenheimer did. That's what I'm saying. We didn't see Oppenheimer in theaters. But it was great. I mean, I do you want to rank it? Even though we can't spoil it, but we can do a 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ranking for Dune 2.
Oh wait, hold on. Because I'm on such a high right now.
Yeah,
of it, so it's just like
so am I.
So it's like I want to give an honest one, you know.
Well, I mean, so we can do it now, and then when we do give our spoiler review, we can rank it again and see if it's changed.
Damn. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Okay. Review for Dune 2. 3, 2, 1,
9.
10. Okay, so the way I look at it is, I gave Spider-Man Far From Home. Wait, was it No Way Home? It was No Way Home. A 10.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm pretty sure it's not a 10. Like if I went back and watched it, I'm pretty sure I would think that it's not a 10. But how I felt during the movie, I feel like emotion plays a part, and we've talked
100%.
about it before.
Yep.
People are attached to these people, and people are attached to these movies, and rightfully so. Like they can feel that way. I also sometimes play my attachment into some movies, and I can tell you straight up, I think this movie is a 10 because I just am attached to it.
Yeah.
Like I have sentimental value to it. I'm not afraid to say that. How I felt yesterday and how I still feel right now, dude, it's a 10. I think I have some critiques that I could say, but they are not big enough for me to be like, I'm gonna take a whole point away, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
yeah.
to me, I'm just gonna give it a 10. Maybe next week, maybe when we do our spoiler review, it'll be like a 9. But either way, it's between 9 and 10 for me.
For me, it's just a 9. And it's once again, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie.
Yeah, it's great.
If I'm trying to think if there's like a necessary critique, like without spoiling.
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. Like,
I can't.
I'll say this. Okay, so I wrote down. For those who don't know,
I didn't write
which
down
I'm sure
anything.
everybody knows this already. What a stacked cast, bro. So let me. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but the director Denis Villeneuve, 100% killed it. I don't know really any other projects that he's been on because I'm not in that deep as far as movies go, but I know he's a great director and people love him. So cast wise, Timothée Chalamet, Austin Butler, Zendaya, Florence Pugh, Christopher Walker, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem. What a stacked cast, bro. I'm sure I'm missing some people. I mean, no disrespect. I just wrote like the main people that we saw on the TV, on the movie screen. What a stacked cast. Austin Butler.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I thought he put on a stellar performance. If any, one of my critiques is that I just feel like he should have been on screen more.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to be. And now I can't get in too deep because then that spoils it. But that would be one of my critiques. But Timothy Chalamet is that dude. People need to start putting respect on his name, bro. I think a lot of people still think he's just like a little, what's the word for it? A little pretty boy guy.
Oh, okay.
And what were you gonna say?
No, I just didn't know.
Little pretty boy guy. I think.
I thought you were gonna say like kid or something.
Well, and I think people still look at him kind of that way, but he's not that anymore, bro. Like he's that dude, bro, and he killed it. Him and Zendaya put on a great performance.
You said earlier, the scale of this movie is massive. The world building they do in this movie is incredible. Denis absolutely shocked us with the first one. That surprised us because we knew nothing about Dune. We just went because we were like,
even this movie we went into it blind. We didn't know.
Very true. I put it into words like it's completely insane.
Yeah,
I've never seen a sci-fi. I'm not big into sci-fi. I mean, I guess if I break it down, certain movies I've watched in the past, yeah, maybe they classify as sci-fi. This is a sci-fi movie. I've never seen a sci-fi movie like this. This is insane. I truly believe there are worlds like that are this. Like now, it made me truly believe that, dude. The Arrakis, like House of Atreides happened. Like the Arrakis, the Fernan, like all that stuff happened. Like you just said, all-star cast, complete. Timothy is that dude. He completely brought it. There's one scene in this movie. You can see it in the trailer. Looks like he's
the one where he's holding the knife up.
Well, that one. But I was gonna say, there's a scene in the trailer where like he's talking to a whole bunch of people. Yeah. We know the scene, obviously. My gosh, when I talk about first off, coming guns blazing.
Yeah.
And then just shuts people down, just puts them in their place, and just lets them know, I'm that dude, bro. I'm that dude, and let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Zendaya absolutely killed it. I'll say this. And Austin Butler and him, amazing. Yeah, Austin Butler and Timothy, amazing. They're seen together. Incredible.
So obviously, Austin Butler's a villain. He's in the trailer, and Timothy Chalamet is the good guy. They eventually they cross paths.
I need to look it up.
What
his name?
Oh, I didn't write it. I should have wrote everyone's name.
Fade.
I forgot how they were saying it. Yeah, some of the names were hard to pronounce.
Yeah, Fade Harkin.
And then Timothy was
Paul Atreides.
Paul Atreides, yeah. So they cross paths. Everyone knows that's gonna happen. So that's not even a spoiler. Let me just say, when they do cross paths, fucking epic, bro.
Oh, bro,
epic.
And then when you first get introduced Austin Butler's character, first off, hella creepy, hella weird, and they truly show you what this dude is about. So eventually him and Paul Atreides are going to cross paths, and you're ready for it. You're ready for it. When they do, they completely deliver. I'm trying to see his name. Rebecca Ferguson, who plays Paul Atreides' mom, incredible. Mm-hmm. I thought she did fantastic. Javier Bardem as what's his name? Singler.
He was
Singler? Or how do
he
you say
did great. I don't know. He did great too, though.
Javier was so good. And
we'll have the names of everybody. When
he's also the comedic relief. I felt like there were some parts where he would talk to Paul Atreides, and the theater would just laugh, dude. Let's see. Gosh, there's so much.
There's so much that we want to talk about, but we can't say. Let me ask you this though.
Okay.
And I already know your answer.
Oh, okay.
Would you go see this movie again before we do our spoiler review?
Yes, I would.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I want to go see it again.
Yes, I would.
That way, when we do give our spoiler review, bro, it's like on point. Like we have everything down because it's a lot to process. It's a long movie. It's almost 3 hours.
Let's see. Florence Pugh, like you said earlier, I thought she did great as a princess to I forgot what.
See, that's what I'm saying. We'll have the names down more when we do our spoiler review.
Christopher Walken as the Emperor, thought he was awesome. Everything like that. Stellan Skarsgård, bro, as Baron Harkonnen.
He's gross,
but he's
disgusting.
So good in that role as well, dude. I love the fact that Austin Butler mimicked him. He truly, I thought, because I saw it in an interview that people gave Austin gave him his props saying, dude, how did you sound like Stalin? He said that he just listened to a lot of him. He watched interviews, he watched movies, and he wanted to mimic him because he has to come from the same bloodline of him. And dude, there was one I don't know what scene, but there was a part where I just closed my eyes and I was like, holy shit, that's him. That is him talking. And the camera focuses, and no, it's Austin Butler. I thought, damn, you are great at that. He does a very good job. The cast is just amazing. There's not enough I can say about it. I had a great time at the
It was
movies.
great, dude. I'm trying to think of when's the last time I felt that grand at the movie theater. Like the movie felt just huge.
Cross
Like
Spider-Verse, bro.
I don't even think Across the Spider-Verse felt that way. Like where the only thing I can really equate to is when I watched Game of Thrones, like the Battle of the Bastards, for example.
Mhm.
Like I was breathless. Like I found myself having to remind myself, like, bro, breathe, like this, because it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
That's how I felt in this movie and a lot of scenes. So like there were some movies where I just thought, like, oh shit, like, bro, it's a lot to take in, and I don't know another movie that I've seen that felt that way for me.
No, yeah, like I said, I'm just repeating myself again. Denis Villeneuve absolutely killed this movie. This dude, fantastic when it comes to this whole sci-fi world building. The scale of it's amazing. The cast is amazing. The story is great. The twists and turns they take you. The emotional roller coaster it puts you on as well. There's a big twist in it that happens, and the theater reacted. The theater reacted to it. You heard the little murmurs and everything like that. It was great, dude.
Yeah.
I had a fun time with
Anybody
this movie.
that doesn't really go to the movies or wants to see this movie and hasn't yet, like, bro, you just have to go see this movie. Like, I'm not even trying to glaze the movie up, because I saw some people saying that people are glazing the movie. It truly just was great, bro. It was a great movie,
fun.
and I feel like people should be appreciative of it. Like, I don't understand why people say that people are glazing just because they love the movie. It was great, and it's good for movies to have a movie like this.
Yeah.
Because maybe it'll get people to start, because there's a lot of people that don't go to the movie theaters.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. You just truly have to go see the movie. I can't wait to do our spoiler review. That way we can really talk about like our favorite scenes and stuff. But yeah, we need to plan it, because I want to go see. It'll probably just have to be me and you, because I don't think Teresa will go again.
Emily's not going.
Yeah. So we'll have to go one day where we can just knock it out and just go. But I'm so down,
good,
bro.
dude.
I'm so down to see it again.
Hey, we'll be in there with a notepad, bro. Taking all
I'm
the
so
notes
down
and
to do it
everything.
again before we do our spoiler review. Do you want to do our spoiler review next week, or should we do it the week after?
Let's
I
do
just
the
don't want
week
the
after.
hype down. I don't want the hype to die down also, though, for Dune.
Good point. I was gonna
'Cause
say
we're-
let's,
I
I was
feel
gonna
like
say
we're-
let's give it 2 weeks, but maybe you're right.
Well, so if we do it next episode, that'll be 2 weeks.
Oh, you're right. Damn. Yeah, that's right.
So
can.
yeah. So next episode, I said we could do like a spoiler review.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Because I just want to talk about it. I want to talk about like the scene. There's so many scenes I wanted to talk to you about, and I guess we could talk about it after this. But yeah, it's just great, bro. I don't know
No,
what
like I
else to
said,
say.
just believe the hype. Just believe the hype and appreciate this movie.
Yeah, that's what
Because
I'm
the
saying.
the stuff they do in this movie, I've never seen before. And
It was just
It's
a
just-
beautiful movie, even like cinematic wise. Like, not put the actors aside, just how it
Visually.
looked, like how amazing and beautiful it looked, bro. You felt like you were for real there.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how else to explain it.
no, yeah, visually it was eye candy, bro.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Oh, God, there's just so much, and I really movies I appreciate this much. I want to see it twice. I want to see it 3 times. Why? Because I always say the first one is to experience it. You get it, you soak it all in. The second one, you go back to like put pieces together, and if it's really that good and you see it for a third time, you put it all together and you just enjoy the ride for what it is. So I don't know if I'll see it 3 times or whatever. We'll just see
I don't think I would see it 3, but I would see it twice. For
yeah,
sure.
I definitely see it twice. And there's stuff if I've missed or if I didn't catch it in the first round, like I would love to see it again. So
There were times at first that I felt like I should have rewatched the first one.
yes, I agree. I completely agree.
If people haven't seen it, I would recommend watch the first one first. Like recap the first one.
Yes, I
and then
completely
watch
agree.
this one,
And I think
because-
we said we were going to try to watch the first one, but we never did.
Oh, I thought about it the whole week leading up, and then I thought, you know what, I'm fine. Like, I think I'll remember. But there were some, especially at the beginning of the movie, there were parts where I thought, damn, I should have rewatched the first one.
Yes, I completely agree.
But yeah, okay. So next week we'll give our spoiler. So that means we gotta go see it again sometime this week. All right. So you want to get into Oppenheimer?
Yeah, sicking on movie reviews. We did. We chose
Our rewind review.
for. We said we're gonna bend the rules a little bit, even though we just started. We're gonna bend the rules a little bit because this
Well,
is
this
the
one
movie
was
this one was a must.
yeah,
And we've been saying we need to watch it, and
bro. We were embarrassed to say that we haven't seen it yet.
yeah, I was completely embarrassed saying that. I said this earlier. So the first one we did was Gladiator, and I'm not gonna lie to you. By the end of it, it felt like that was a job. Like I watched that because for the pod. No, I watched this one for me.
Yeah, we had been wanting to watch it.
And I'm glad we're able to discuss it on the pod. So we are a year late.
Yes.
But I don't remember when it came out last year, but we're a year late to this one. I'm glad we finally
I think it
watched
was like around August.
Was it?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah,
It's-
because I can't remember when
it was
Barbie
like
came
mid. I think it was around the time that Barbie came
out.
out.
Yeah, they came out together.
And so it was mid 2023, I believe.
Honestly, I can't even imagine watching Barbenheimer, the back-to-back or whatever,
Yeah.
Barbie and Oppenheimer. Two very different
Yeah,
films.
two
And we
different-
knew that
yeah.
even before like we watched Oppenheimer, but like after now watching it, I can't imagine.
Well, what's
watching
annoying
it.
too is like they came out around the same time, but we saw Barbie when it came out, bro. So
Yeah.
like we should have went to go see Oppenheimer. I'll say this: I'll throw my wife right under the bus. The reason I didn't see Oppenheimer, she didn't want to watch it, so I'll throw her right under the bus, bro. That's when I told you. That's when I just said sometimes me and you are just gonna have to go, bro. Because if we wait on our wife, sometimes we're not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, but at the same time, Barbie was good.
Barbie was good, but I feel like I should have watched Oppenheimer before.
Marco asked me, "What's a better film?"
Oppenheimer.
They're both very
They're very different.
That's
They're
why
very
I told him.
different. But
They're
I
very
couldn't.
different.
I could never see myself saying Barbie is a better movie than
Barbie's
Oppenheimer.
fun.
Barbie's fun.
Barbie's
for sure.
a fun movie,
For sure.
popcorn film type thing,
For
and
sure.
it surprised me. This one, I wish I saw it in theaters. I wish I saw this in
All right,
theaters.
let's get into it. Oppenheimer
go for
review.
it.
Even though we're late, this is our review for Oppenheimer.
Go for it.
So I didn't really write anything down other than the cast. Stacked cast also.
Very
Oppenheimer,
stacked
very
cast.
stacked. I wrote some names: Christopher Nolan,
This
director.
has to be one of the most historic casts.
Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Florence Pugh, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Rami Malek, Jason Clarke. Like there are people that, there's some people that I didn't even put, but I felt like every scene you recognize somebody, if that makes sense. Every scene that was on there was an actor that you've seen somewhere else. I'll just start off with Christopher Nolan, the director. He did great. Okay, so I'm not a big. I guess we're both not big history people. Even though I kind of am. Like I like history type stuff like Game of Thrones, even though Game of Thrones is fake, but Vikings, like I love type of stuff like that. But as far as like typical history, like more modern day, I'm whatever about really.
Yeah.
Like, it's I know that there's an atomic bomb. Never once have I thought, who made the atomic bomb? Do I care what went into making the atomic bomb? Like never once have I thought that something like that would interest me.
Yeah.
This movie, bro, should we rank it first before I give my full review? Or do we care? Does it matter?
We can if you want.
It doesn't matter. I'll keep going. I mean, I give it like a 8.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9 again.
Okay. So this movie, you would think that, like, let's say you say, hey, I'm gonna make a movie about the guy who made the atomic bomb. Would that like excite you? Really? Like, just put this movie aside. Like, would it excite you? Like, would you think that'll, that's a movie that I'm gonna go see?
Nope.
You would typically think that's gonna be like a doc, right? Like, you would think
Yep.
that this movie did so good at making this interesting. This movie did so good at making history interesting. I feel like a lot of people like history, but sometimes, bro, you just need to make it interesting because sometimes a lot of it's not truly.
You need to dramatize that a little
You need
bit.
to dramatize it a little bit, and maybe this one was dramatized. I have no idea. Cillian Murphy did so good, bro. I watch Peaky Blinders. I love Cillian Murphy. I know he's been in other things, but Peaky Blinders is a thing that resonates with me more.
Yeah.
And a lot of his characteristics that he did in this movie, his little character traits that he did in this movie, are just like how he is in Peaky Blinders.
Really?
In Peaky Blinders, he is smoking a cigarette 24/7. He was doing the same thing in this movie. Now, granted, he didn't have his British accent, but, bro, Cillian Murphy did an amazing job. An amazing job at this movie. Robert Downey Jr. did an amazing job as Louis Strauss. I didn't know this movie was going to have a bad guy. And then at the end, when you find out it's Robert Downey Jr., I thought, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Like, he killed his role as well, bro.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr., like, I really have only really seen him as Iron Man. So to see him in this movie, he did great, bro. Emily Blunt as Kitty, I felt like did an amazing job. Matt Damon did great. Let me just say, this motherfucker right here before I forget to mention him. Jason Clarke as Roger Robb.
Oh
that
my
that
God.
that person in the room when they were interrogating
yes.
Oppenheimer. I thought, bro, shut up. Like I just knew he was spinning shit up. Like he pissed me off.
In that one scene, whenever Oppenheimer goes, "Is nobody going to
Yeah.
tell the
This
truth?"
motherfucker pissed me off, bro. And so multiple times in the movie, I'm thinking I'm feeling this way about just a history movie, like if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So Christopher Nolan did it's a really great movie. I'm pissed that I didn't see it in the theaters. The score was great. Like I said, I'm starting to pay attention more to that. And every scene where the music was playing, because the music plays a lot during the movie. It's pretty much during the whole movie.
Yep.
It felt like it added to the intensity.
It enhanced the scene.
Yeah, it added to the intensity that you felt seeing them make this nuclear bomb. Like they're trying to compete against the Germans. They're trying to. So the score was perfect. Ludwig Göransson, I think is how you pronounce the name. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. He did great at that. I wrote a little other note so I don't forget to say. The visuals, even in this movie, were amazing. They're just like in New Mexico, and everything just looked great about it. I felt interested the whole time. I didn't think there was a single time where I felt like I was bored, and I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I did watch this in parts. I know you watched it full through. I watched it in parts, and I think that helped me a little bit. I think I think it helped me take a break. And the scene at the end where I wanted to bring this up, where Oppenheimer is talking to Albert Einstein, and you see this in the beginning, and Louis Strauss thinks that they're talking shit about him pretty much. Yeah. And then you see at the end where they tie it all together, and what they really say, and how Oppenheimer pretty much says they're gonna destroy the world, like what they're doing. You just feel like, wow, like holy shit, like they have, like, bro,
feel devastated.
Now nuclear war is talked about all the time, it feels like, and people don't want to go to war with each other because it's just going to be a nuclear war. That is it. Like there's going to be no fighting, soldiers on the ground. It's just people are just going to be bombing each other, bro. So the impact that this movie has in this time in history, like it's just, you just didn't really think about it before. I don't know about you, but I never did. Like I never really thought about how serious like this was, like making this bomb, the domino effects that it was gonna have throughout history. Like you don't really think about it. And now I do, and I just think, holy shit, like it's crazy, like it's fucked up. The political aspect, grimy motherfuckers over there in Washington, bro. Everything that people, I feel like, tell us all the time about how you can't trust the government, this and that. The government has their own agenda. You felt that in this movie as well. Yep. Now, granted, this is a different time. You're dealing with communism. At this time, the U.S. hates anybody that's associated with communists. So it's a lot, bro, to take in. It feels like a huge movie. I am not big on like watching movies I'm big on watching movies on the movies, but I don't care about what screen I really watch it on. Like as long as I go to the movies, this movie I feel like
needed to be seen in IMAX.
I wouldn't even say IMAX, but I feel like I would have just enjoyed it a lot more if I watched it at the movie theater. Just I would have been able to take the speakers, obviously, with the music and stuff. Like you would have just been able to take it in more. There's so much I wanted to talk about, and I'm sure I'll remember as you're talking. But the scene where what happens? They do the bomb, and then and so he's in the auditorium, that little makeshift auditorium at Los Alamos. And like you see people cheering, and then you see people crying. Like you feel the weight of they just put it in a bomb in Japan, and people are dead, bro. Like, and so some people feel happy about it, some people feel sad about it, some people, it's just crazy. And I just can't imagine I can't imagine going through that now. Like, can you imagine with social media now and how big this would be if it happened today?
Yeah, putting social media involved, that would be a little different.
Like, it would just be crazy, bro. So, I don't know. There was a lot of scenes that I want to talk about, and I'm sure they'll all come to my mind. But it was a great movie. I'd give it like 8.5, 9.
Yeah.
Because, it held up. We saw a lot of our movie people that we watched talk about this movie, and so it held up for me.
Yeah, like you said, the plan was to watch this movie hour and a half Wednesday, hour and a half Thursday, and then obviously talk about today. I got to the hour and a half mark on Wednesday, and I couldn't turn it off. I was fully invested from the beginning, off the back. I was invested, and I didn't think it would happen that fast. Meeting Oppenheimer and everything like that, played by Cillian Murphy, amazing job. He did fantastic. I believed everything. I believed this man was a for real physicist.
Give him Doom, bro. Give him Doom. He deserves it.
Bro, I'd love it, bro. Hey, if I can't get Henry, bro, sure. Look it. Give him Doom. All-star cast. Let's start there real quick. All-star cast. You named everyone. Christopher Nolan. Every time he makes a film, bro, you have to watch it. I think this is the first one I haven't watched in theaters. Oh, I like Tenet. I didn't watch Tenet.
I watched
in theater.
Tenet just because it came out during COVID and I really wanted to go to the movies.
No, yeah, I did not watch Tenet, but for the most part, I've watched pretty much all the Christopher Nolan ones. Dude, this feels like a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah, it did feel.
This feels like a Christopher Nolan movie. The cast is amazing. The score is amazing. Dude, they gave us a movie about they gave us a 3-hour biopic about a nuclear physicist. I would never watch that shit.
In that shit if you
I
just
would
told
never
me,
watch that shit.
Yep.
But then you'd say Christopher Nolan's directing it. Let me show you the cast. Oh, that sounds interesting. I think I need to watch that. And then the reviews start coming out, and guess what, dude? The reviews speak for itself. This movie is fantastic, dude. This movie is based off the book called American Prometheus.
Yep.
And the movie starts off with the little quote saying, or not quote, but saying who Prometheus is. He took fire from the gods and gave it to mankind, and for that he was tortured for all of eternity in hell. It was a weird little thing to start the movie off with, but by the end of the movie, you understand why the hell this man is now called the American Prometheus, and the book was based off of him. Nolan's structure and storytelling, amazing. The pacing felt fine. I never felt bored in this movie at all.
I didn't either.
At all. I thought at some point I would, from some things I've heard about, like, sometimes you just get a little bored. You need something happening. This movie is all talking. Logan Paul said he walked out of this movie because it's all talking. The movie's all talking. There's no action. This movie does not need action. It's not meant to have anything action, I guess, other than the bomb that happens at the hour and 58-minute mark.
Felt so intense.
No,
Everything just
silence.
felt so intense, yeah.
Silence. The movie, everything got silence. You had like a small little, like, I guess like the small little music in the background for a little bit, but that scene, so heavy, dude. Let's see. Robert Downey Jr., you're right, as Strauss. At first, you're like, oh, cool. Yeah, RDJ's in this mug. He's killing
He got
already.
him a job at Princeton,
bro,
right?
Like, yes. You think this dude is all for him. He's helping him. But then, of course, at the very end, it was all for his own agenda.
Mhm.
It was all for his own twist at the very end. Emily Blunt was good. Florence Pugh was good, even though she was in it for a small little bit.
A lot of her stuff felt like it wasn't necessary for the movie, but I get it. Like, it almost kind of felt like they were throwing Florence in there just because she was a big name. In some parts.
I explained this, Marco. Did they feel like power hungry? Like they truly were in love with Robert Oppenheimer just for his knowledge?
Maybe. I mean, I think they do. I think his aura of how smart he was
I think attractive.
Yeah, like I think how could you not be like just interested in talking to him because he's just he's brilliant, and so I think I think people wanted to be close with him just because he was just
because there's a scene where you definitely see it with Florence and him, and she pulls this book out and she goes, "Read this to me," and then she does some other acts or whatever, and you're just thinking,
bro. When I first saw that, I thought, "Oh shit!" I didn't know I was gonna see Yelena in this
light,
yeah.
And all I did was make me go, "God, I do."
But like, I saw some people talk about the scene where, sorry, I'm not trying to cut off your.
No, you're good.
The scene where they're on their each chairs, right, and they're naked.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't feel like that scene
was
necessary, or I don't know. Like they didn't have to be naked. I guess I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but there were some parts where I felt like Florence Pugh actually, her roles were whatever.
I get it. What's Emily Blunt's character's name?
She is Kitty.
Kitty. I felt
Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer's wife.
Oppenheimer's wife. I felt like same thing. For one, she loves her drink. Two,
She rode for him, bro. She rode for him, though.
Yeah, but what a bitch, bro. Oppenheimer comes home from work. She's just drinking, that poor baby crying. And then she goes, "You tend to him. Yeah. I've been at him." Bro, they give up their kid. And also, bro, what ride or die friends? Hey, Junior needs to stay with you for a little bit.
Well, they wanted him to be in the Communist Party, though.
Yeah. So like,
everybody had a political agenda in this movie.
But like, just that scene. Junior may need to stay with you. That's fine. For a little bit. That's fine. It may be a lot longer. Okay. I just thought, oh, what good friends,
but then at the end, he mentions the communist shit, and he was trying to get him to join the communist party.
It was all for an agenda.
Yes.
But that scene, but yes, same thing like Florence. I feel like Emily Blunt, she's just his knowledge. She was purely attracted to his knowledge and his power that he would gain in the end. Yes, she was a complete ride or die.
She rode for
all
him
the way
at
down
the
to
end,
the
though.
investigation scene, and she killed
even
that
at
scene.
the end. Even at the end, I mean, not to jump ahead, but even at the end when Oppenheimer finally gets the recognition and he's shaking people's hands, one scientist, she didn't even shake his hand.
Nah, bro, she remembered all that shit, bro. And Oppenheimer shook his hand and everything like that. Even in the interrogation scene, he shook his hand, and she goes, "Why the hell would you shake his hand?" But, oh yeah, that scene all coming back right now as well. Ludwig Göransson's score, absolutely incredible. I don't know why at first I thought Hans Zimmer did this one, but Ludwig did it. He also did Panther 1 and 2. He did the Creed movies and everything like that.
Really?
So
The Panther ones are so great.
it makes sense why I
Yeah.
like this one a lot too. Like I said earlier, the bomb happens around the hour 58-minute mark, and the build up to it. I don't know about you. I was like holding my breath, taking deep
It's
breaths every
intense.
once in a while, and just in the music leading up to it as well, completely built the scenes.
Mhm.
When the bomb initially happens, all I kept thinking is, fuck, I should have watched this in theaters. I would have loved to see this whole scene play out in a movie
Right.
theater. So that one, you just truly felt the weight of the scene.
Yep.
You did. And if you didn't believe it, Cillian Murphy showed you. You would have thought the man that invented this bomb would have been the happiest one. He wasn't, dude. He wasn't. He truly looked at it like, what have I done?
You really see that. You really see that when he goes to meet who's the president at the time? Is it Truman? Not Truman. I don't want to be wrong on it.
Eisenhower? Let me look it up.
He goes and
I'll
he meets the president at the White House, right? The president brings him to discuss, and Oppenheimer's pretty much telling him like he feels like shit. He feels like shit for this, and the president gets mad.
Yep.
He pretty much calls him a little bitch. He says, "Get that crybaby out of here."
Harry Truman.
Harry
First off,
Truman, yes.
Do you know who that is?
No,
You didn't recognize him? Gary Oldman.
I don't know who Gary Oldman is.
Commissioner Gordon Christian Bale.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Bro, I was watching it and I was just like, this motherfucker. But then I paused it and I was like, I looked at Emily and I was like, who is that?
I had
And
no
she's
idea.
like, I don't know. I was like, you know who that is? And she's like, no. I said, babe, that's Gary Oldman. And she's like, no, it's not. Who is that? And I showed her and she goes, oh, don't even recognize
Yeah,
him. And
I-
I said,
I-
babe, that's
I didn't
Gary
even
Oldman.
recognize.
I didn't know he was in the movie. But yes, that scene was good as well. Let's see. Matt Damon as the general or whatever.
General Leslie.
He was on Oppenheimer's side all the way to the very end. Even in the interrogation scenes, he was there.
At first, though, when he said he wouldn't give him security clearance, I thought,
Yeah.
bro, don't tell me, because at that point, everybody's turning on Op. It feels like,
Yeah.
But then he says, but at the same time, I wouldn't give it to any of these people. And
Yeah.
so I thought, okay, that's good at least.
Like I said, Cillian Murphy just basically he purely portrayed the guilt of a man that created this. Like the weight of that will rest with him the rest of his life. When he has that meeting with Albert Einstein at the very end, yes, you're right. Such a great scene, and him telling him, "We basically gave mankind the key to destroy itself," and you can see it on Einstein's face.
Yeah.
He's devastated because he realized he's right.
Yep.
He knows what's going to happen. And then you see it too. They show like a scene where obviously the first atomic bomb they made for the Manhattan Project or the Trinity Project, whatever they called it. It's a big old like circle type thing, whatever. But then when Op is talking about the other bombs or like, what like mankind can end up doing, bro, they're big ass missiles and everything like that. And you get that visual above the clouds and like all the missiles that are coming down. And then you see like the world and like how it's just turning red. And I'm like, it could. Sadly, that could happen. It's scary to think about. You brought up Oppenheimer smoking. I thought, yeah, damn, this dude was a chain smoker in this whole movie. Why? Because this dude was stressed the hell
Bro,
out.
you saw it on his face.
His eyes
like
bulged 24/7.
and the bags on his eyes. Like you just felt how stressed he was the whole movie.
Yes. Gosh, so much of this movie, you feel everything. Whatever Christopher Nolan wanted you to feel in this movie, you felt that
He
shit.
did great even with the flashback scenes.
Yes.
You know how every time it happened here, right? And you would think, and then you'd flash back to how it actually happened, or everything was great. I thought it flowed very well.
Yeah. No, like I said, pacing was great. Storytelling was great. The cast was great. This was a great movie, dude. I'm so excited we watch this. I'm really happy we watch this. And I'm just thinking, damn it, man. If right now, if they announce that they're going to put Oppenheimer back in IMAX 70 millimeter, I'm going for it, bro. I have
Really?
to.
See,
Nah,
I'm fine.
I have
I'm
to,
fine
bro.
watching it the
I
one time.
have
Even
to.
though I said I do think I should have watched it in theaters, but I watched it. I enjoyed it. Now, is it a movie that I could watch multiple times?
Oh, no.
I truly don't know.
No.
I don't.
I think I can watch
so.
one more.
I don't even know if I could watch one more, just because I feel already so high about it, and now I already know everything that happens, and it's not like a very action-packed movie, right? It's a story. I already know the story that happened in the movie, so it's like I don't know. This is one of those movies I don't feel like I could go watch again.
Okay.
But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I don't know how, because I've seen some people say like they didn't really feel these things, and I don't know how, dude. Like, this movie felt intense. And even me just watching it, like, on my iPad or watching it on my TV, like, it just felt intense the whole time. And like you said, it wasn't even action-packed. It
No.
was just a story. You just really felt how these scientists, which, by the way, all the scientists I thought were great. And I thought it was very cool to see, like, what goes into building something like this. You need scientists from all over the place. They had to build a whole ass town just to bring these scientists over here
To make
to
them feel
get them
comfortable.
to get them to work. And then each scientist has their own shit that they think is what needs to be done. And like the whole dynamic of that was great. It just the whole movie felt intense, bro. I don't know. Some people said that they didn't feel that way, and I don't understand how. Like, me seeing it not even in theaters, I feel like I felt that, and I just I did. It was great.
What you enjoy more, Dune or Oppenheimer?
Oh, Dune, 100%.
Okay.
No question.
Okay.
Now, this is still a great movie,
Okay.
and this is no disrespect to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer, I mean, I don't want to say goes toe to toe, but Oppenheimer is a great movie. But
Who was it? Campia said that Oppenheimer better thank the Oscar gods that Dune 2 didn't come
I
out the
agree.
same year.
I agree.
I was like, damn, and that made me so hyped to watch
I agree,
Dune. And then I
because-
watched it and I thought, fuck.
I
this
agree
movie's so
because
good.
Dune 2 is on a next level, bro.
Yeah. Very different movies, but both at the peak of their craft as far as storytelling and just visually amazing
Yeah.
films. I mean, well, I guess the bomb itself is visually amazing. I'm not going to say, just a couple scientists in an office space are
Well,
like visually amazing.
even
But
like the visuals in New Mexico and like
Yeah.
everything just looks great. Like every time they pan out to see like them working on the bomb or they see them raising it up to the top, like, bro, it was awesome. I thought everything was good.
no, the movie was fantastic.
Yeah,
movie was
so-
absolutely fantastic. I love this movie.
So maybe next week we'll pick a different movie to watch.
I'm fine with doing this over and over.
Yeah,
Because I said we
bro,
can do
it's
it
a
every once
movie
in a
to
while,
watch,
but
yeah.
it's just a new thing to watch.
So
yeah.
next week we'll pick another movie and then we'll review it the next week after that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, you want to get into some WWE talk?
Yeah, let's move on.
We got time. So last night we watched Dune 2, right? You mentioned in the beginning of the episode, and then we had to come back and catch up on SmackDown.
Which is rare.
Let me just say,
We missed a hella good one, bro.
we missed a great episode of SmackDown, and let me just say, watching it, you felt that we're talking about energy. You feel the energy in this SmackDown episode, bro. So Rock and Roman were there, which, by the way, last episode we talked about how they're probably not going to be in Dallas. They're going to be in Dallas.
I was just thinking
they're-
about it right now,
yeah.
about bringing that up.
Because I was listening to our episode on the way here, and I thought we sound like fucking idiots. We're saying that they're not. Granted, they're in Dallas. Whatever. I'm not gonna pay $600 to go watch that shit.
Yeah, so I told you that me and
Yeah.
Emily typically sit at the American Airlines Center, sit in the 200 level, about like 217. I think that's the section we always sit in. Why? That's just what we like. And in total, I pay maybe like 180 for both of us. That's our full total to go to an event. 180. Yeah, that same section, those rows, one ticket, $600.
Yeah,
Insane.
I'm not paying that. As cool as it is to go see The Rock, I didn't even pay that shit for WrestleMania. You think I'm gonna pay that shit to go watch? No. So, Rock and Roman were there though, and what an intense SmackDown, bro. So they kicked off the show, I believe.
Oh, did they kick it off?
I think so.
Oh,
30-minute long promo.
Mm-hmm. Great.
It was
It was a great segment.
I was entertained the whole time. I mean, so we got what we said. We are getting Rock and Roman versus Seth and Cody night one. Now, granted, they still have to accept, but they're going to accept.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Rock and Roman are going to win.
So as soon as he said, if they win, Bloodline's banned, and I thought, okay, that'll probably be. But then as soon as he said, but if Roman and Rock win, Bloodline rules, I said, oh, Rock and Roman are winning.
Yep, they're going
Rock
to win.
and Roman are winning. Cody's going to have to go up against this monumental task of Bloodline rules. Rock is going to be out there at WrestleMania during the match, and he's probably going to help Cody win. That's just my first assumption when I heard that. So, yeah, I think that Rock and Roman are going to win night one.
Yeah, same here. You heard it here first, bro. Lame guys' predictions: Rock and Roman night one, get the W.
Great segment, though. And then when Roman puts his hand, so the Rock's doing his FSML, like his typical shit, right? The Roman stops
bro,
him.
don't first off, hold on, bro. Don't say typical shit. Legendary shit, bro.
It's his typical stuff, though. That's what he does. Stops him. I said, bro, like, right away I said, like, what are you doing, Roman? Just because, bro, The Rock,
Yeah, bro.
even though, like, yeah, Roman's a tribal chief, but The Rock just has that aura of, like,
Yeah.
bro, he's the fucking Rock. He stops him, and I said, oh, shit. And he tells him, he straight up, he says, look, I'll do anything for my family, but I need you to do this one thing for me. And he said, acknowledge me. And I thought, and so, bro, The Rock,
I didn't know which way that was going to
The
go.
Rock straight up acknowledges him. I thought maybe they'd go back and forth a little bit. The Rock straight up acknowledges him. That, even to me, even more so, leads me to believe that The Rock is turning on Roman at WrestleMania.
So my mind instantly went to every great promo, every great one-liners The Rock has ever said. Once he took off his glasses, all I thought to myself, he's going, who in the blue hell are you? Or let's get one thing straight, jabroni.
Yeah.
Like, I heard all these everything. I'm like, say it. But then he came out.
He straight up acknowledged
Roman
him.
Reigns, my family. I acknowledge you. I thought, I'm like, okay, are you going to say as my tribal chief? Or are you going to be like, as my family? And be like, that's not what he asked for. But no, he straight up went for it, the whole thing.
The crowd was saying sell out.
Yeah. And, bro, let me explain something to you idiots. Bro, I lost it, bro.
Apparently, I saw on Twitter that the SmackDown episode kept putting a black screen because one of the fans had a sign that said "Die Rocky died," and I saw it in
Are
the
you
YouTube.
serious?
Yes, and he was right in the center, bro. First off, it looked like a ruthless aggression attitude era crowd, bro. The crowd, there was a lot of signs in the crowd. It's so cool to see WWE in this feel this way again.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently the episode would have to cut every time it would show that camera angle.
Oh, wow.
And it was because a fan had to die, and I saw it in the YouTube video.
Okay.
I could notice it a couple times, but then they would zoom back in on The Rock. But yeah, the crowd was great. Arizona, where The Rock was throwing shade at the crowd, calling them meth heads and shit.
Bro, going to the beginning of Roman. The whole acknowledge me thing.
When he did it 3 times.
The third time was so acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Bro,
and not only that, the crowd was. And like obviously, and Roman's obviously playing the heel character. But the whole time I'm thinking, Roman, like, bro, everybody is.
Bro, when he said at first, that sounded a little quieter.
Yeah.
And then, bro, I just look at Paul going, bro, Paul Heyman has to be one of the best, reactionary people.
When Roman stopped The Rock and he told, bro, Paul Heyman, you see the Paul Heyman's face.
Yeah, I just always look. But no, yes, bro. Roman killing it on the mic or whatever. But then, yeah, like you just.
So I don't know if you noticed.
Okay.
So then Rock acknowledges Roman.
Yes.
So then, bro, this motherfucking Rock. So they do the thing, right? They do the ones in the air. So I'm watching The Rock the whole time. I don't know if you noticed this.
I noticed it.
So he goes like this, right? And then he goes this, and then he puts it back. I said, okay, bro, what the so he's obviously doing something. I don't know what he's doing.
Did you see Paul Heyman staring at him?
Nuh-uh.
He was watching him.
Oh, no, I
He
didn't
was
even notice
watching,
that.
Yeah, he was
But
watching
I saw The
whole
Rock what he did, and he made it known this time because he went like and then he put the L out, and then he did this. And I thought, okay, so yeah, you're doing something.
time. Or, bro, his thumb just fucked up. He just can't fucking do it. He tried with all his might, bro. He just can't do it.
Hey, L for love, bro. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's just so cool to see WWE, and he even mentioned it, bro. Wrestling is cool again. The Rock mentioned it in the promo.
Professional wrestling is
Like
cool again.
it's so cool to see, bro. And yeah, I mean WWE is just at another time where we have to say this, where WWE is the hottest it's ever been.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Yeah,
right
it's
now,
just crazy.
And bro, you know I love The Rock. So all these insults he does, and we love heel Rock.
Yeah.
This is Hollywood Rock all
Right.
over again. First off, coming out with the fucking clean ass shirt, boy, the glasses. He goes, I don't know if you know this, but Arizona's the #1 state for what, meth and crack or whatever, bro. And the crowd was just laughing,
Bro,
eating that
so many
shit
people were cheering him, and I was thinking to myself, if I'm in that crowd, I would have been like, "Yep, you motherfuckers be doing crack all the time." Like he's telling the truth. Like I wouldn't have been booing. I would have been cheering him,
bro.
Like,
whenever he ended with, "Now go home and smoke some more crack," bro, I was dying.
I would have said, "Bro, you got us, damn." Like
hey, like he looked around. You, what? No, bro. Heel Rock is so good,
Yeah.
bro. Heel Rock is so good. He also posted that 21-minute
yeah, I didn't watch it.
promo he
Where he's
cut.
pretty much dogging Cody.
Yeah, he's dogging Cody, dogging Seth. His whole new thing is he keeps on calling Seth a walking clown emoji. He said it multiple times on there because he was saying, "Seth, you're saying create new material. How about this one? I'm the boss. And
He mentioned it in the promo. He said he don't give a fuck about Triple H.
Yes, he said there's not a man back there that tells me otherwise. Bro, in the promo, he told Seth, he goes, "You keep running your mouth." He goes, "All right." He goes, "I think you forget I'm the boss. That little world title of yours disappeared."
Oh, wow.
He goes, "I can put that somewhere else." He goes, "Keep it up, keep it." And
Wow.
all I kept doing is tell him, bro, because I'm getting so hyped and
I
invested.
personally love the fact that they're playing into that part.
Yes, 100%.
And he mentioned it in the promo with Roman, and he said there's not a man back there that can stop him. He said he doesn't care about Triple H. Tell me why though. When he said there's not a man back there twice, I thought glass shatter, Stone Cold Steve Austin finna come out and whoop his ass.
Like, you know what I thought?
What?
Dong, dead man. Boy. No. So, okay, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to bring it up to you. Social media is going off right now because these videos keep on popping up with Stone Cold Steve Austin working his ass off right now. He is
Really?
working out like crazy. And people keep saying, what if he comes back and he helps Cody Rhodes and he whoops The Rock's ass one last time? What if we see them two in the ring?
I love their
two
match at WrestleMania 19.
legends. These two pillars, two people I have on my Mount Rushmore. One more time, WrestleMania 40. What if Stone Cold comes back and helps Cody? Because, yes, you're right. There's not a man back there.
He
This
said
is
it twice.
Triple H, yada, yada. But what if he, like, Stone Cold is like, you talking about man back there? I'm here to whoop your ass. Like, what if we get that one more time? So, bro, I'm not going to lie. You can't believe everything social media says and everything. It's all, take it with a grain of salt. Like,
sense,
it's just different theories and speculations. I would lose my mind, bro. I would lose my mind. It would be so insane if we get that because they keep on saying this is going to be the biggest and greatest WrestleMania, bro. Fuck it, throw everything against the wall, see what's six. Give us Stone Cold back. Give us, the whole bloodline rules and everything like that, bro. The whole thing everyone used to say back in the day. Every person that the bloodline crossed and everyone they did dirty, they all come out and they all try to help at the same time.
Well,
that'd
Nico,
be insane.
Nico said that on TikTok. Nico, WWE content creator.
You're right.
He said that would be. He pretty much gave his layout of how it should go. And
he did a great layout.
Yeah, and he said everyone that the bloodline is wrong will come out and help Cody. Yeah, I don't know, bro. If Stone Cold Steve Austin shows up, that would be insane. We're over here talking about how Oppenheimer made us feel intense. Dune felt intense. Stone Cold Steve Austin showing up and seeing him and The Rock meet up again to fight. I don't know how to describe it. Like seeing it, we would feel intense as well. Like
we felt it once.
What?
WrestleMania 38.
Oh, we saw Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, what I'm saying, we knew he was coming out. But once you hear that glass shatter, you feel something different, especially for us growing up in the era we did. It's just like, obviously Ruthless and Stone Cold was pretty much gone by that point, but he showed up. But we just
I just remember the WrestleMania 19 match. Like,
yeah, that too, but it's just like, just the scale, like just who Stone Cold is. Seeing him live, energy was fucking through the roof. So, yes, imagine him showing up again at WrestleMania 40, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, no, but yes, WrestleMania 19, I love that match so much.
This is a little off topic. It's all on topic of WrestleMania, but it's off topic of what we're saying. My mom has a friend that works for a company that's in Philadelphia, and a few months back, she was saying that him and his son are into wrestling, and she was telling him like, "Oh, you gotta go to WrestleMania. Like my boys loved it." And I told him, I said, "Mom, you need to tell him quit playing. Like the tickets aren't that expensive. Like for our WrestleMania, I thought they were going to be way more expensive." Mm-hmm. And now, granted, my mom treated me and my brother to that, but still, they weren't that expensive.
No, we paid way more on the pre-sale than we did leading up to WrestleMania.
Yeah, and so I told her, I said, "Mom, tell him to get the tickets. Like, they are not that expensive." And I think I even said, wait till, because we got ours the weekend of. And I think I even told her, just wait. Like, there's going to be tickets for cheap. And now, bro, I can just imagine how expensive these tickets are. They are going to be ridiculously expensive. If for anyone that hasn't bought them yet, I feel like they're gonna be
insane, dude.
They're gonna be, if SmackDown was $600 for, bro, WrestleMania is gonna be ridiculously expensive. No. So yeah, who knows if he's gonna go? But other than that, though, it was a great SmackDown. Even there were some other things that I wrote down. It sucks because Bayley, her whole storyline, I feel like is getting completely overshadowed by this whole situation. Dakota Kai finally betrayed Bayley, which we all pretty much speculated. Knew. Yeah, we all pretty much knew that was coming. So now, it's Bayley gets the whole damage control. Yeah. So it's like I watched the segment yesterday, but I was just more like I felt myself wanting to go so I watched the Bailey segment first because I wanted to watch like the smaller segment.
You were just trying to get that out of the way so you can go watch the Rock
Exactly,
one.
and I feel bad because, bro, we are big Bailey fans. We called for Bailey to win the Rumble. We've been waiting for her to get her spotlight because
she needs her flowers, bro.
And so it just sucks but it just goes to show how hot SmackDown is.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't really even care about what's going on Raw right now because none of their storylines they're all tying back to SmackDown. Cody and Seth are on Raw, but they're talking about what's going to happen on SmackDown, and like everything is tying into SmackDown, and it just feels SmackDown is crazy. Rey Mysterio returned, and then we also got Randy and Austin Theory, which I saw was a pretty good match.
Bro, the RKO he did to Austin, beautiful, bro. First off, we said it before, Austin is amazing.
He's great in the ring.
He's amazing.
They just got to figure out his character in a way to resonate with the crowd.
Yeah, because he can be big.
He's so good in the ring, though.
Big.
He's so good in the ring. I think
he's our age.
Yeah, it just goes to show, dude. It pisses me off every time I think about it because I just think we should have been fucking wrestlers. So I guess they're pushing towards Austin and Grayson because Grayson and Austin had a little bit of beef because Grayson volunteered Austin to fight Randy yesterday. I don't know if you saw. So it was a great episode of SmackDown. I mean, Dune 2 was worth it for missing SmackDown, but I just can't wait for next Friday. I can't wait. Anything else to add to the SmackDown?
No, I'm just disappointed we can't go to Dallas SmackDown.
Yeah. I'm sorry, bro, but as much as I am a wrestling fan, I cannot let myself spend $600.
No. Trust me. As far as price wise, yes, no. Obviously, that's going to be the biggest component to it. But
you're right. We should have bought tickets way before in advance because they were cheaper.
Because when they first announced Dallas, I told Emily, they're coming. She's like, "Are we going to go?" I was like, "Yeah, maybe." I was like, "I'll be down." And I told you, and you're like, "I ain't going." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Maybe me and Emily will go." But then I kept pushing off. And I kept on checking. Tickets were still fine. They were still fine. And then, of course, we record our episode. And, of course, it comes out that The Rock is showing up there. And then...
Not only Rock, Cody and Seth are also going to be there with
Roman.
Yeah. So, it's going to be a crazy night. But, dude, whatever.
I'm going to be pissed, bro. We're going to sit there on our couch and be like, Dallas, Texas. I'm like, fuck, bro. We're
See, I guess it doesn't really bother me that much because my whole life I've never been to WWE events anyways. So like anytime that I come to Dallas, I'm used to it. Like I've just been to WrestleMania and that's it. And so I guess that's why maybe it just doesn't really bother me.
See, I've seen the thing is like out of the 9 years me and Emily have been together, I think we've only missed 2 times where they've come.
Yeah.
So this will be our 3rd.
Yeah.
And they've come a lot. So bro, they came to WrestleMania. We bought tickets for that.
Oh well, dude. Oh well. It is what it is. But hey, WWE's hot, and I can't wait for next week.
Yeah.
So, but next week we will talk about Dune 2. We'll give our spoiler. We got to find a day to go watch it again.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
I'm hyped, bro. I really want to see it again.
Yep.
And it's just seeing it at the movie theater. Like we said, it's just a different experience. I know some people don't feel that way, but you just have to. You just have to go watch it in the theater.
Yep.
So we'll talk about that, and then we'll obviously talk about what's going on in WWE, and then we'll pick our next Rewind review movie, and then obviously whatever else happens during this
whatever
week.
news comes out.
Yeah. But until then, we'll catch you guys next week.
All right, later.